how important are these tools, and how does this fit into the overall story?
We have a product like with Shopify Capital. We intentionally increased the size of this program and took it to several new countries, and we just to help business survive, because again, the moment uncertainty hits, all traditional sources of business funding just disappear in a very real sense. I don't know how to else support this. I don't think banks really play the role in the world of at least small, medium business world that they should. And I've actually quoted several banks' own charters back to the leadership of which spells out that they have been chartered as a bank to help small businesses and therefore help innovation. And I just don't they don't consistently enough play this role anymore. So companies like Shopify have been brought into now doing capital advances and loans and these things. We're now going to take the next step there and will help people with doing their banking accounts and so on, because even those are going to starting to be harder and harder to get. It's not something we are incredibly excited about having to do, but it's something that is absolutely what we need to do to help merchants and again, make it less frictionful to start these businesses. So we announced to do that, and all the other things that we've built around curbside pickup and helping features for allowing the corner stores and the small supermarkets and sometimes the bigger supermarkets to come online and help with delivery and all these kind of things. So there's a lot, and we are announcing right now. The company is very mission aligned right now. Again, we want more small and medium business to survive because we are around, when otherwise this is how we're going to judge our own impact. And hopefully we're doing a good job of that. We'll see. We'll get the report card in the future.
You have such an interesting vantage point. I mean, Facebook came out with a survey that said a third of small businesses have basically shut down. 11% of them expect to fail if conditions persist. What are you seeing? How bad is it out there?
I mean, in many cases, it's a crushing and testing and trying experience for many. We do see good news. I mean, for instance, I've been buying dairy and cheese and everything from a local farmer through a Shopify store, which they set up as part of this. This has been there's been incredible community organization to get the favorite local businesses online. There's been such an incredible pickup of curbside pickup and local delivery and all these kind of things. So there are lots of good news, but retail sales have fallen off a cliff in the early days of shelter in place, of course. The adaptable businesses have quickly replaced actually a good deal of his lost sales through online channels and through other channels. So the demand of the buyers is actually still around, and we see across the system that 94% of lost sales have actually been replaced by people just going online. And some data doesn't really capture this enormous change of trend.
Break that down for me. What kind of trends are you seeing? What's the sort of operating normal right now?
Yeah, so for the operating normal is again, retail sales are maybe just ticking up in some places, but basically 70%, 80% of it was gone. The online stores online shopping has increased. The category of online shopping that has increased by far the most is sales which are within 25 kilometers of where the products are. This sort of local e-commerce is something that across the platform we haven't seen a lot before, and now is everywhere. And so we see merchants get together to organize deliveries themselves through other services and kind of make do. The adaptability is really the key here. And so I think initially there was a lot of pessimism, but then it sort of quickly changed into action. And entrepreneurs are adaptable people. They are people who get the most out of what they've got. And so there's been a lot of amazing entrepreneurial activity we've seen.
In the meantime, you've been making news. You were speaking with Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg before this interview. You're partnering with them on a new shopping initiative. How will that work? And how optimistic are you about e-commerce on Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp when it hasn't really worked out so far?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about it. I think it's you're right that there's a lot more potential there, and I think this is the most credible approach to figure out how to make native commerce really integrated into these platforms. But it's worth saying that a lot of the success of the direct-to-consumer space, a lot of these businesses that are doing really well on Shopify are already the product of the combination of a Shopify platform and the Facebook platform and other advertising platforms as well. This has dislodged a 60, 70-year-old stalemate over being able to bring really new products to market, because it used to be the only way to really find audience was through mass media, through the television channels, and the price of entry into placing ads was just massive. And so, finding a specific audience is something that is extremely important for small and medium businesses.
That said, how much business is actually being driven through these stores, through your stores, through Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp so far? I mean, isn't it pretty insignificant?
Depends on if you look at the ads or not. Once you add the ads in, it's a lot.
Really? Okay. And can you break down any of that for us? Like, where is it the most promising?
Yeah, we're not sharing specific numbers, but it's a very valuable question, I think, to ask to retailers. I know you have some on the show sometimes. It's almost everyone's like social is a very, very, very significant part of everyone's strategy, and it currently works by using ads which then point people to the online stores, which works reasonably well, but is caught in a local maxima that could be significantly improved upon. And so I think Facebook and the Facebook leadership have now committed to saying, okay, this is meaningful. This has already been going on. We have a lot of shared customers who would really profit from these changes. This is something that Facebook is now very seriously implementing, and I think doing it in a relationship with partners instead of trying to do it all by themselves. And I think that's a really, really good way of doing it.